Unfortunate that he's pulled up a bit short, because there certainly was an opportunity to apply more pressure to Japan there.
Actually, a couple of the Scots lads just came through there. That's the young fellow from Lanarkshire that listens to us regularly over there in Scotland. He told me that yesterday, that he likes listening to us.
One of the umbrellas fit there on a stand over that to provide some cover. Yeah. Just doing a little bit of maintenance here to ensure that we don't get too many interruptions. The sun is beating down in and warming up some of our equipment here. So our technical guru Robbie is hanging some curtains to try and cool the machinery down.
I remember we were at Boyne Tannum. We had the modem sitting out, and the sun came across. We didn't notice it, and it just beat down. And Robbie realised we're losing picture. He's gone out and looked at it. He picked it up, nearly burned his hand. It was so hot sitting out there. Yeah.
Putting that front cover on, as he's just done, it's made our pictures a whole lot clearer as well.
That's right.
Blocking out some of that sun. So. Hopefully it does the job. Now Kenta's
got a run on it.
He's going to collect.
And as he has
knocked the shot bowl out to his. They look like they've, as far as the screen is showing, they've got
1, 2, 3,
all four out there counting.
And Kenta's bowl went way off as we're looking at it. Where are we there? So it would have been right of screen.
Well, I think Jamie's
right to the corner,
primary objective here is trying to cut this count down, and I think he'd if he can't draw the shot, to draw a second shot would be a good result.
Yeah, look to draw, but if he can't get in there, he's just got to get in between those three bowls on the left of screen there, in that gap, just to mitigate that.
Well, he's giving himself a good opportunity. He just needs to get himself all the way back.
Is it there? Oh, what a... yeah, great bowl. Yeah, well done, Jamie. That saved a number.
Yeah. They keep in the game, and the old saying, one down's good fishing, certainly applies in instances like that. So after 11 ends, Japan move on to 11, and England are 7. 4 shots the difference. Okay, so Japan have shortened it up somewhat. Next first one is it's got very good weight. It's coming home here. It's a good first bowl. Lewis is first, just going to duck underneath here. And gone to a good home. Again, Hank is out in a good field.
Yeah, stopping well there.
Just going to punch his own across. lay another one down.
Yeah, it may only be the one, yeah.
I
just can't see past Kenta there
our marker Sue has two
she's got
two
two
blue
up.
paddles up.
Yeah. I can see the head all bar the second bowl there. Kenta's just standing in their direction there.
Oh, the beauty is now I just look for Sue each time. We're less likely to make any errors. She's a lot closer to the action than we are. Oh, there's a good-looking bowl coming down here from Lewis. He's going to pull up behind, and that will change those two blues to one red. Lively bowl. So Ken is going to play down the forehand. So he's just trying to draw down there, to sit on that the bowl where Kenta's foot is, or if he's a little narrower, sit on the shot bowl. He's certainly got a good line. Is he going to pull up in time?
Oh, just behind. Yep. Good effort.
Definitely a good home there. I think Nick has done a bit of grass cutting here, but it doesn't hold up enough to fall in front of the blue Japanese bowl. Well, he's not going to need to change much, Ken. He's just pretty close with his first. Going to have to go with it. Not sure that he has. One to England, but it has opened up that head quite significantly.
Yeah, you can draw around those three bowls up front, and it looks like he's on a great line here.
I think we're going to see if it runs out. It's not going to do that.
Oh, goodness me!
I had everything right except the weight. Metre and a half actually, so you won't be happy with that.
Where's the other quarters being played? On 3?
The quarters for the girls.
No,
they're all here. The 4 matches are here.
Yeah.
For the men, that's the quarters. 8. Okay, so Kenta's down on his forehand. Good track. It's all now down to his weight. Not have enough to cause any damage at all in there. Certainly given himself a good line to do that, and comes back in, and that'll actually probably be the shot as it falls down. So, and that's a good effort, because that's 2 that are going on to England's scoreboard.
Yep.
And after 12 ends, we have a scoreline reading England 9, Japan 11. So, both teams very much still in this game. There hasn't been too many big scores. I think we've had 1-3 in the 12 ends. Looking out across the boards there, we can see that after 11 ends, Scotland 10-7 up over Thailand. Ireland after 9 ends are 7-5 up against Malaysia. And the Australian boys after 11 ends are 16-4 up against the United States. Now Lewis is gone right to the ditch, so on the 6 foot mark. There's a few spectators in the stands here, and a fair number of people out on the right side as you look at our commentary tent there on the right side. Down that side of the bank is pretty full with spectators. There's also a balcony behind us where people can get a view of the game, and appears to be a few up there as well. So fairly good crowd watching these quarterfinals here.
Yeah, you got a good contingent of Japanese supporters and Thai supporters on our left, which is right of screen, and then it depending on who's down the other end, Australia, USA,
Ireland and Malaysia.
Ireland, Malaysia there, yeah. So there's a lot of supporters down that end, down the southern end of the green.
That's a good start from Lewis. Hank's going to need to find a metre and a half. Probably a bit longer length than what we've been playing. He's turned his back on that pretty much straight away, Hank. He didn't like that at all. And there's a reason why. Probably only got nuisance value now. So, sure enough, wasn't so much of a nuisance, a bit of an assistance there. 2 shots there for Lewis and England. Really important that Ken can get one down here on the kitty, or at least behind.
Coming around.
Going to need to hit this solid, and he has.
Rocket. Start to stop.
Well, that's one way of doing it.
That was the second option, and it's worked for them.
The only thing you could say about that was it had good weight.
Yeah, very good weight to get it up there.
So Nick is he's on a fair path here. Is he not going to turn in enough?
No, he'd love to have turned that.
Certainly,
just come across.
Certainly gone to a good home. They're racking and stacking them in the lounge behind. We're more of a chance of seeing what's happened when you're on your haunches, Kenta. Less of you to take up the screen. Well, they're looking to play down on the forehand and just avoid that short bowl. Kenta's indicating a line just under that bowl, and Ken is certainly going to be under that.
A good trap for a happy home here. As he's
got the jack. But
just repositioned it for the same same number.
yeah. So it looks like could be 3-2 England there.
Just looking for where's Sue. There she is. Oh, out of the way, Kenta. I can't. Yeah, 3 it is. Yep.
So turned out to be a not so good result. Now the line becomes around that short blue, coming to a rest somewhere behind, just a little out of our scope at the moment. But, there is a large area there for Kenta to draw into.
Yeah, finish under that the light coloured blue bowl on the way in.
I'm not sure the line under that is actually going to hold to the jack.
Oh, sorry, I may have been wrong. Got close.
Well,
Yep.
you hadn't been all day yesterday when I was with you, so
Well,
you're entitled to 1 in 2 days.
that's not too bad, is it?
But that was a pretty good shot, because at the very worst it's second, but looking at it, could even be the shot. And I think England thinks so, because they're trying to move it.
And
They've
roll
been
it out.
successful enough in turning it over and giving themselves at least 1.
Try again, Kenta. You're on a good line there before.
Well, the same bowl would give him shot.
And touch it. Bringing it back would give him probably, hopefully, 2 there if it just came back 6 inches.
It's all down to his weight, and if he's going to be under this, and I don't think he is, so what sort of run on has he given it? Not enough.
Not enough.
So by the look of that, that'll be 1 to England. They move on now to 10. So 1 shot the difference after 13 completed ends. The game has got to be very tight now, and we're in the championship end. So very important now to get your game face on and be concentrating on each and every bowl. Lewis to lead away for England. Just going to dribble slightly past. But, a good home. Hank's now on the mat, seeing if he can get one in there close. He's just gone off slightly in the last couple of ends, but he's in a good field, just lacking some weight. Yeah, look, that's a great line, but he certainly needs to find a bit more. Lewis, on the other hand, is walking down thinking that he needed a bit more grass and had superb weight. He was right. Pretty open draw here for Hank. But, he also has cut the grass a bit. But nonetheless, he's managed to secure a shot with that bowl out there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I didn't think they were coming through.
Well, that's a very good bowl there from Nick. Let's turn the advantage back to England. Kenta's asking Ken to play down on the backhand. Try and sit that shot bowl. Well pointed. It just needs to hold to the jack, and it's just not going to do that. It looks like it's second shot, and certainly giving the Japanese another option there, the movement of the jack over to their bowls. In the meantime, Nick has managed to add another one to the count there, so that's now 2 to England. Ken will be looking to either sit this bowl or just a bit of a drag out to the left. I think it's not picked the right weight line as he just come up, run into the short bowl. He won't be happy with that. Looks like Nick is suggesting to James that playing down on the forehand to beat those blue bowls is the option. Certainly, if he does that, he'll be able to add to the count. Has sent it on its way. We're a little bit in the dark at the moment. Here it comes now. It's a little on the wide side. I'll find a way, find its home at the back.
If we haven't been responding to your comments, ladies and gentlemen, I've just noticed there that our devices we've got on our table aren't picking them up, because I went to my iPhone and looked at the stream there, and they're on there, and so we've been remiss in saying hello to a few people there with Joshy Beattie and Nan Smith down at Finley there, and that's on the Bowls Queensland, I beg your pardon, the Gold Coast Tweed live stream game. So for some reason they're not coming through on so apologies for that, for not acknowledging your that you're on watching our live stream. Amanda Jeffs there, and Michael Ahoy, Amanda, Jamie Seymour.
Okay, so we've had a switch over from Jamie. He's coming down on the backhand. He's played a pretty good bowl here. If he can stop here, punch one across over the side. Paddles, 2 red paddles have gone up, so head looks very favourable there for England. Pretty much a dead draw required from Kenta. Taking their time to work out what's going to happen. Ken just moves out of the picture, so we've got a clear view of what's happening. Kenta is going to play down on his forehand. So got one of his bowls there on the way in. If he's wide, he might be able to knock that down, and if he's narrow, he might be able to use it. He's well pointed here. If it holds to this bowl, he may get the result.
And fall. No. Oh, well, one fell and the other one held out. So I'm just having a look over there. I think Japan might have it.
Oh, they've flicked out one blue, I think.
I think that, I'm not too sure if that was in the count or whether they just got it out of the way to measure that bowl there.
They've gone all the way around. They've gone back again.
Both reds. Umpire.
Calling for the ump.
Yep.
Loud noises you can hear out there. The Irish are on their knees riding home one of their bowls. Pretty successful by the roar that went up.
Alan Pritchard, good morning, Bruce. Can you try and explain the reason behind Aaron Sheriff playing second, please? Quick answer to that is
no.
No. I'm sorry, Alan. I don't know. Not privy.
We're on big money to be commentators. The figures start with 0.
Yeah.
We're not being paid enough to be selectors who could be shot.
Yeah, Kenta, it's where the decimal point is that counts.
You can move the decimal point any way you like when you've only got zeros to count.
That's right. Yeah, no, look, that's that was raised yesterday with was it Carl Healy was skipping, wasn't he?
Yes, he's still skipping.
Skipping there, yeah, and I don't know the reason behind it. We leave that to the selectors, mate. Yeah, it's very. I don't know. It could. I don't know. Tactical move, personal move. He wanted to play in a different position. I don't know. So, we'll
no comment.
No comment. Yeah.
Okay, so they've done away with the calipers and they've reverted to the trusty string. And back to the blue to reconfirm. Blue's the one that goes out, and that will be 2 shots to Japan.
Yep.
So after 14 ends, Japan 13, England 10. Four ends left, and 3 the difference. Still anyone's game. Looking out on the scoreboard there, we after 14 ends we have Thailand 12 in front of Scotland 11. Yeah. And in the other games, 11 ends in, Ireland 9-7 up against Malaysia, and after 14 ends, Australia 17-7 up against the United States. So Ireland are having a real good battle with Thailand. There's only 1 shot in the difference, and Thais are in front. Though it appears that Scotland just won that last end, because Paul Foster is throwing the jack. So we'll update that as soon as we get that through. In the meantime, Hank has played a very good bowl with his first, and Lewis has just slid around the back.
Now we've got a choice. Well, we don't have a choice, but next game it'll be ladies fours or men's triples semi-final. That's what was advertised on our sheet, but they may change depending on the teams there. But we'll see. And we've just got to jump in and swap around our cameras. So. But that's what, everything going well, that is what we should be getting.
How's our temperature, Robbie?
Oh, through running past. Okay, Louis. Now
We're managing to cool down some of our equipment, so that's a positive. It's amazing the different elements that go into allowing us to be able to do this. You're dependent on internet access and the like, which you have no control over, and then it's the weather issues too that the heat can get in here and warm up some of our equipment, which can also cause some malfunctions. But, our technical genius Robbie is trying to maintain on top of it. Does a fantastic job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to be happy with that last one, Nick. I'm not going to. Here, don't spill that way. Just going to slide in underneath there. Not sure that's made any difference to the count. Volunteers are looking after us here, keeping us lubricated with some nice cold water.
Yes, yes. Oh, lovely bowl there from
Nick.
Yeah.
It's just what the doctor ordered. There is a draw available for Kenta here on the backhand. A little touch of the jack to his bowl, and if he comes up short, he may be able to roll the English bowl out.
Geez, even Kenny was just saying there. He looked at the. He thinks they may have won. Doesn't appear so on screen, but his first indication was he waved his hand to say, "Oh, up and down," but then he went around the other side, had a look, and his hand went up as one.
Well, there's 4 to come, and we'll know the result when they're done.
Oh, that's logical.
Yeah. He's out on a good field here. He just needs to turn in. He's going to get a piece of this jack, is he? No, just sailed past. Even him cutting that across too may have been beneficial if he didn't have the shot. But now it's up to Jamie. See whether he can't change this up, tidy it up a bit more.
And for those who are interested, that's Alex Marshall performing some magic next door. Okay.
Down on the forehand comes Jamie.
Jamie Walker just come around, and he'd like to probably sit inside.
Well, he's got a fair bowl here. This is going to work under this blue.
Yes.
Which it has.
Oh.
Not sure whether it's got all the way there.
I think Ken was just still had his finger up as one up to Japan.
Haven't been, can't see our girl up there with the paddles. We've put a cover in the front here trying to keep our equipment cool, so when she's up at the other end it makes it difficult. Just watching Aaron Sheriff walk by, so we'd assume that the Australians have finished their match.
Oh, now let's see which way it's gone.
Move the jack there. Not going to be able to tell much looking from that view.
Yeah, 1 and just take it. That's the beauty. That's a bit better.
Just stay right there, fella.
Yep. So Jamie, I think he
he played down on the forehand last time. Looks like they're lining up that way again.
Forehand again. He's got to promote one of those in by probably quarter to half a bowl, because it's that blue bowl. Kenny seems to think he had the shot there, or he's going to rock this blue out of there and
going to turn it over. So if there was any doubt, it's
no doubt now.
been removed. And
Wonder blue
makes a way up the green with one blue paddle, taking Japan on to 14 and England 10. It's interesting looking at that scoreboard over there. The Australian scoreboard.
Yeah, it was 17-7 after 14. Yet they've
walked off with 15 on the ends.
They only played 15 ends. I thought it was 18. Was it not? 18 up, yeah.
Well, they've certainly they've finished that match, whatever it is. Sorry. Their scoreboard, the Australian scoreboard shows 12 to Australia, 7 to the USA after 15 ends.
I believe it's 22.
You believe it's 22?
Yeah. Okay, that's coming through.
Another update on the Scotland-Thailand game. Scotland have pulled up to 16. Thailand 12 after 16 ends. We still have an unchanged score there for Ireland and Malaysia. And we believe the Australian boys have been successful. We're just waiting confirmation of the final score. Meanwhile, on the rink we're covering.
Did they give us they did give us a sheet this morning, yeah. I was just looking there on their, yeah. That's strange.
Japan managed to drop another one in there. This is looking good from Lewis. It's going to get a little touch, and
well, yeah, that has got me beat there, Timo. Because it's 12-7.
We think it should be 22-7.
22-7. Yeah.
It's on bowls like 22.
23? 22. Yeah, on bowls link it's showing 22-7.
Okie dokie.
So the Australian boys make their way into the semi-finals. Fairly solid looking performance this morning there against the US.
There are the score on that USA-Australia match has just flicked it over to 22-7. He's sitting up there next to it, scoreboard attendant. So 22-7 after...
well, this is another good bowl there from Nick. England currently holding 2 shots. That shot bowl's just fallen down too, so that'll be beneficial. The Irish pairs boys just making their way behind the rink to check out their teammates in the triples.
Young
Gary Kelly.
Is, what's his name from down the Tweed? McLaughlin.
Adam McEwen. Is his pairs partner. Another good looking bowl coming in here. Is it going to pull up in time?
Well, that was a handy bowl there from England's perspective. And so it's 2 to England at the moment because they've just got to narrow that gap with the number of ends shortening.
Kent has elected to come down on his forehand. Just trying to draw underneath that that red bowl. He's set off on a fair line. Just needs to hold a little longer.
Well, he'll cut that one on the left out, but may not have. Where are we?
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, just out of the way, Kenny.
Sue's actually she's put up one and one in a measure.
One
I
in a
think.
measure, yeah. Oh no, she's saying 2 now.
There we go.
England confirmed it with her and said, yeah, it is definitely 2 there. Kenny Amuro is just standing in the direct line of being able to see that bowl that came down.
Jamie's a draw around here on his backhand. Not going to get all the way back. Fairly good weight, but just left a little bit out. Fairly important bowl now for Japan and Kenta.
Certainly is, and
manages to get a piece of this jack would be quite advantageous to their cause. I'm not sure that he's given this enough air. He may get some sort of contact here that changes things. Well, that definitely looks like that would reduce that from 2 to 1. Now Nick's giving indication to Jamie where he thinks that they could add to the count. Just need to be careful here that they don't promote that jack too far back to the blue bowl. It's getting the one and not giving it away is vitally important at this stage of proceedings. He's going to turn around and play the other hand, and trying to draw another shot underneath the blue and the red. And
gone too wide here.
I think he's actually going to get under, and a little walk might help as well.
Yeah. Did it? Just have a look the other way, Kenny.
The boys have clapped, and I think
Yes,
they've acknowledged
Yeah.
it was 2. So a great addition with that last bowl from Jamie.
Well, they needed that.
Well, that score moves on to 12 to England, 14 to Japan, and we have 2 ends to play. To the difference. Moving towards a thrilling finish. In the meantime, Scotland have added another one to their count. They've moved up to 17, and they're 17 to 12, and they're playing their last end. Okay, so we have Lewis leading off. Jamie was looking for a little wider line there, and
Yeah, and Lewis.
so that's great weight. Not too far away. But no, we missed the line there. Fairly good looking line and weight here from Hank. Just needs to push a bit more. Oh, talk about foot in mouth.
Just pulled it up.
Well, Lewis is definitely wider with this one. He's going to find his way back here, and he's got one on either side, one at 3 and one at 9. pretty much equidistant. Probably be good enough for 2 shots at this stage.
And all things staying the way they are. Well, Australia's through to the semi. You've got, apart from a catastrophe, Scotland-Thailand, I'd say Scotland's through with, this is their last end.
It's a pretty good correction there from Hank that now 1 blue paddle up. We're going to get a little assistance here.
Yeah.
Probably one now to the red. The last one looks like it could be second shot. Well, Ken's going to play down on this hand, and he'll be trying to draw in underneath that
He'd want to
that
get in
bowl
there.
at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, holding 1 and just getting in there, maybe going for the second.
Oh, he's going to find a home at the back. Really, really good line, so won't be too much adjustment required.
So Japan holding, but this bowl of Nick's has got the weight to rock it out, or is it going to knock?
He's going to get the jack.
Yep, that'll take it over.
Let's change the end up somewhat. So, so there's about a metre and a bit for Ken to draw in here on his forehand. He's going to take a previously unused line, I'd imagine, out there. Soon Kitty has moved a fair way across. He's set this out on a good trajectory. Has he got enough? Oh, just going to find lacking there. Well, now it's down to the skips. They've got the job to do.
Yeah, just a quick glance over there, that Scottish Thailand game. It's got, they're only 5, Thailand are only 5 behind, and Alex is going to the mat, and I think he's 3 down over on that, the Blue Bowls of Thailand, maybe 3 down. So he's got to get into that that head.
I'd suggest it's only 1. There's a red one next to the blue at 3 o'clock. It's a very good bowl there from England skipper Jamie Walker. Kenta, his main object here is to try and get himself second shot. I think he's been successful with that assignment. So, fairly good looking line here from Jamie. Is he going to pull up in time? I think he has. He's looks like that's
That'll be
now
inside.
second
That's the
shot.
second shot.
So pressure's now on. That red bowl's now just fallen over, which may or may not change things.
Okay, so Thailand came in there, and I'm just having a look there. 2 to Thailand at the moment.
Okay, Kenta's up on the mat. He playing across the head, looking directly at the shot bowl.
No, just squeeze past.
Okay. So wait and see what England definitely has the shot, and by the look of that, it is just the one.
Just the one, yes.
Okay, so we're into the final end. Japan in front 14-13, and we're up for a thrilling finish to this game. The winners here will progress through to the semi-finals.
Alex just drew one out of there next door, so that's one at the moment to Thailand. Which
I can't see how Thailand are likely to get the
very
five
hard to get
they
five
need
from now. Yeah, because there's...
Okay, back to our rink, and Lewis is going to lead off this final end. Good looking bowl coming through here. This is the way to start the final end. Won the difference. Not a bad effort. Probably half a metre short. Opens the door for Hank. And, he's certainly given himself plenty of grass. Got enough to get all the way back, unfortunately.
Oh, great bowl there by the young fella from Thailand. There was only one shot there, but he had to be across marginally. I mean, they couldn't have got five, but geez, he had the capacity to get four then.
Well, Lewis's assignment is finished for this game. His second bowl and covered up on the tee. Two red holding at the moment with Hank still to play. He's changed his hand. He doesn't want to run the risk of running into that short one of his. It's fairly well pointed here. Just turn back in.
In you come, and
certainly lowered the number.
Yeah, lowered the number to shot.
It's a measure between the two, according to our paddle official Sue Way from New Zealand. Players have indicated that it is actually 1 to England. And, Nick's well down here, and any sort of touch is going to confirm that. Getting past will just add to the count, because it just rocked that. It rocked that bowl and it didn't move it. So currently showing 2 to England. The advantage is swung back their way somewhat.
Yeah, he just swung it around a little bit and brought it in probably another half inch to 3/4 of an inch on that angle there to shore it up.
Pressure now is back on Ken. He's just a bit weighty. Push one to the back, and he's come to the stop, but it's still 2 to England.
Getting down to a good game here. We got 2 to England, puts them in the front, and I don't think they've been in the front at all.
Now we look over at the other game on the rink there, the Irish and Malaysia. They're 15 ends in, and we have Ireland on 14 and Malaysia on 10.
Come on, Nick, you can do this. Oh, no, he's pulled up really short.
And
I mean, really short.
Final score on the Scotland-Thailand game. Scotland have emerged victorious 17-13, and thus progressed through and join Australia in the semi-finals.
And
Ken's got a different line this time. He's going to get a bit of contact and roll the shot bowler out and over. Just having a look to see where that's ended, but it's not changed the head in terms of the count. So still showing 2 to England. The opportunity here for Jamie to put some pressure here, or further pressure on Kenta. At the moment, England are holding game, but there's quite a deal of room left there. So I think there's a few of the Japanese bowls behind the head. By the look of that, I can't see any on the bank.
There's one right back where just near where Sue's standing. That was knocked back there. There we go.
Yep. There must be one on the bank somewhere because we can't see the third one.
And that's right around the back there. From still 2 to Japan. Jamie Walker going right around the back there. What do we got? 1, 2. Yeah, there must be. Oh, I can't see this.
Kenta, it's 2 to. Kenta's played fairly directly at this jack, and he's just fractionally gone past. But,
that was a great effort.
Very nearly took his own out there. But, all down to 2 bowls left in this game. Only 1 shot the difference. England currently holding game on the green. And skips have 1 each to play.
Well, 1 for England, and depending on where it lands, whether Kenta actually plays his last bowl. They're holding 2 at the moment, and that's the indication. But geez, it's awfully close. I'd say that there'd be a squeezy measure there on that front one to the blue one.
Oh, Sue's maintained that there's been 2 there
all the way.
So.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised that he played with that weight to start with. I thought there might have been a better option than that. But anyway, that's why I'm commentating, and he's playing in a World Championship. Well, he's tried the same thing again, and this time he's managed to take his out, and it'll be
picked up a 4, a Mozza.
And a win that's going to take them through to the semi-finals. It's a very engrossing game, well played by both teams in a very good spirit.
Yeah, the Commonwealth teams are through. The Commonwealth, you've got Australia through, you've got Ireland at the moment leading, you've got Scotland through, and now you've got England through. So, yeah, well done, and a good game. Been 17-14. Gee whiz, that was relatively close there. That last bowl, pity took that blue bowl out. That was he took the blue bowl out and gave it to a good shot, a good pickup to England. So England of Louis, Nick and Jamie, 17-14 over Hank, Ken and Kenta. Congratulations to England. You're into the semi-finals. And one thing we have been remiss with this morning is acknowledging our sponsors, or not our sponsors, the sponsors of the event. And because we were pushing for a little bit of time this morning, but we'd like to say a big acknowledgement and a big thank you to Tourism and Events Queensland, Major Events Gold Coast, Australian Sports Commission, Australian Institute of Sport, the Commonwealth Games Australia, Right at Home, Apia, Audica, Henselite, Drinkwise, Geeks to you, and Max. And we thank them all for their support in putting this, so this World Bowls Championship goes ahead here on the beautiful Gold Coast. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a game at 11:30, and it will be either what we've been informed a ladies' fours or a men's triples semi-final. So we shall be back at 11:30. But thank you very much. Thanks, Tim. And we will be back at 11:30. So enjoy your bowls, support your club, and bye for now.